Hello, the greatest Agatha Mind family, lovers of good things all over the world. I bring greatest from a grateful heart. Thank you so dearly for always supporting us. I really appreciate. If you are just seeing this face for the first time or you are coming across us for the first time, I still remain your one and only Agatha Progress, bringing it to you live and direct. Remember, we react to all videos and no opinion is highly needed. I have a wonderful update that I want us to watch together. I just hope that it got well with you, and I wish you a very Merry Christmas celebration. See you then.
Hello, Mazi
Yes.
Samapa.
Good evening here, my brother Nsima.
Wow.
Thank you for hosting me today on your program.
Thank you
Thank you.
very much. And I want to say that we are happy to have you. Everybody's happy to have you. We have been expecting you for a long time. You know, for some of us, it's the prayer answered that you are here, and we are happy because just like you always say, that Biafra is a spirit, and we believe that this is the appointed time for
Yes.
this meeting. So thank you very much. And most people know me here, and I believe that also many people know you. But as is in my habit, I always give my first timer, because this is the first time here, opportunity to introduce yourself, so that other people will know you, because many people would like to know you properly and join you properly. So please, Mazi Simon Ekpa, we'll go straight to the point. Please, can we know you? Who is Mazi Simon Ekpa? Please go ahead.
I am Mazi Ekpa Simon Njoku. That's my complete name. And I'm a Biafran and a disciple of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I am also a senior legal advisor here in my private firm in Finland. And I am also a politician here in Finland. And I am a very ardent follower of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I am also a Biafra activist. I think this is just enough for now. And of course, for those, I am not the type that, advertise myself as such, but I believe this particular brief and extract I've just given now is enough.
Yes, that is perfectly well. Thank you very much for that introduction. Let us go straight. Why do you introduce your name recently, Mazi Ekpa Simon Njoku? Because this is something that they never know. And I believe there is a reason. I will start with that. Because there are because I believe everything that go contrary to the Biafra restoration, they belong to the camp of the enemy. I can see them in a confusion. But at this point, when you introduce your name that way, before now, we know you as Mazi Simon Ekpa. I believe there's a reason. Please, can you let everybody know today why you unveil your name that way? Please.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Nsima. You see, I believe that the Biafra Restoration Project is a divine project. It's a spiritual project. And this has been my name, is my original, is my name that is in the passport, my name that is in every document. This name actually is not is online. If you Google my name in some of official event I have participated in, any official thing, you are going to see my complete name, Ekpa Simon Njoku. And one of the places where you can actually easily see the name is my involvement in sport. My involvement in sport in IAAF official website. You are going to see that when you Google my name. There you are. So this is just example I have to give you. So the point is that it did not occur to me, it did not occur to me at all. It was just recently I was like, come on, ESN. My name is Ekpa Simon Njoku. That could be also another ESN. So, and this is just a way to also prove that some of the things going on in this Biafra struggle is also spiritually connected. And I also told you people about Dragon. and you know that my house is full of dragon symbols. It is only those who know, what it is will understand, why it is like that. And so we have a dragon flag. Okay, a dragon is never Igbo culture per se. It has nothing to do. So only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu know how he come about dragon. And dragon is something that is, I have a staff of dragon, and I don't need to go further in that. I joined the Biafra struggle, and this whole thing is happening. Like I said, I have no knowledge about where the dragon thing come from, but I represent dragon. So it's just, everything just happened that I have some connection, and I have made it very clear that I pick words directly from the heart of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So everything I have said is something that is spiritual. Every single thing I say, every single thing that happens between me and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is spiritual. So it is also very, very mysterious that I represent dragon. It has nothing to do with the ESN dragon flag and all that, but just for people to understand that there is some kind of spiritual connection between me and Onyendu. Then comes with the name Eastern Security Network. The acronym has nothing to do with the ESN as per se, but it is just quite interesting that my name is also ESN, and it is not. But today people are saying that I added Njoku to my name, and that is quite laughable. That show you that some of the people who call themselves e-warriors and all that, they are illiterate. They can't research, because all those things are available on the internet. Some of them say I added it the other day, and then when I posted a copy of my expired passport, some of them even say that the other date is, the font of the other date is larger and bold, while the other date is not bold. So for that reason, it is fake. These are the people who never traveled abroad. They don't know how. They don't hold Finland passport. They are not living in Finland to know whether the Finland passport is like that, but when you talk, they say, go and check Zoo passport. How can you compare Zoo passport to Finland passport? Those of them who claim they have people in Finland, they should also ask those people to bring their Finnish passport, if they have Finnish passport, to know the exact way the Finnish passport look like, the one, especially from 2014 that I posted, or from 2018, or from 2013, or from 2007 and all that. They should check how the passport changes and all that. So why I come up with the name is that it was just interesting, to know that my name is also Ekpa Simon Njoku, and it represents also ESN. So everything that is happening is just too much connection between me and Onyendu. And I have constantly tried to prove to them that I take word directly from the heart of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Remember that I was the one who started shouting about the plight of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS dungeon. The message we have been hearing for the past 5 months was that he is doing fine, he is doing well. Even when he appeared in court, people see him as that a lion was roaring. He's a lion already. But the person I saw was not that person, okay? And every other people did not understand it until I begin to use the cloth to make some exposition. It was after that, using that cloth to make that exposition, that the legal team, come up with the real situation of our leader. And that situation have not changed, okay? And so this is exactly what is happening. Remember also, I started talking about Professor Lumumba, okay? It was when I started talking about Professor Lumumba that all of a sudden you see another Iroko 3, according to Barrister Ejiofor, coming into the legal team. So all these things I'm doing is what I believe that the spirit of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is pushing me to do, to help him and help the struggle. But those who are not real, who are not genuine, who are only looking for what they can protect for themselves, don't understand that. So I stand to be corrected. Everything, every change that is coming, both from the legal side, both from the DSS, I have always been the first person to fire the shot.
Thank you very much, Mazi Simon Ekpa. I'm happy to have you, and that is why you are here. I want to introduce it this way. When our leader talked about you, he said, he told everybody, go and listen to Mazi Simon Ekpa, that he is bringing a new dimension into the struggle. All the camp of the enemy let loose. They were not happy about that. And I think that was where the conspiracy started. But this question I'm asking you will help you to elaborate on that, because every question I ask you, please explain properly, enough information for people to understand. So I'm looking at the vision of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and your introduction officially by our leader into the struggle. I know that the vision of our leader is for all of us to have our freedom, Biafra restoration, for the whole black race to be free. And our leader said that Biafra is what is going to make the whole black race to be free. So my question to you is that, what is your vision and mission for Biafra restoration? Why do you join this movement, especially when our leader introduced you as one of the person that we should be looking up to, because you are bringing a new dimension? As at that point, what happened to you, and what is your mission and vision to making sure that we achieve this mission and vision of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu?
Thank you very much, Sima. Let me make it very clear. Anybody who knows me, those who are truthful, who knows me, knows that I'm somebody that anything I touch my hand works. If it is not working before, if I touch my hand, it works. There's no road. It has been, who I am from the beginning. In Finland here, let me use Finland for example. In Finland here, when the Biafra agitation started in Finland, as I was the leader of Ndibu here in Finland. Then I was not convinced that Nigeria, we cannot do something with Nigeria. Okay, just like every other person, including our leader. Our leader, like you see, there was a video, he was campaigning, he was protesting for Nigeria in London. Every other person was once one Nigeria. When I was the leader of Ndibu here, I once told them, nobody will bring the Biafra flag in where we are doing something, and nobody dared to do that. And the people here in Finland, they also know that any day I am going to join Biafra struggle, Biafra will come. So because they know if I join, I'm going to join with everything in me. There are people that God, give a special gift. And there are many of such people still waiting on the fence to join this struggle. And when they will join this struggle, they will join with the gift God gave them, and things will begin to move. So I happen to be one of them. And I believe you, Nsema, is also one of those people that God have given.
Wow.
I joined Biafra struggle is because the reason why I joined Biafra struggle is because I have come to understand that Nigeria will never work. I have come to understand that somebody have to rise up to do something. I have come to understand that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is genuine. I have come to understand that he has sacrificed a lot in this, in the struggle for Biafra. I have come to also understand that in this particular movement of IPOB, a lot of people are sabotaging him. Believe me, before joining this struggle for Biafra, I have done my research. I have done both spiritual research and physical research. I am somebody that I am moved by spirit. Everything I do is spiritual. That is who I am. So when I joined the struggle, I joined solely because of what I have seen Mazi Nnamdi Kanu done. That is the reason why I decided, as I am preaching Biafra, I will not take oath. I will not take oath. Otherwise, I would have taken the oath in Finland to join them in Finland. And by now, a lot probably may have gone wrong, because the average IPOB member has made everybody to understand that without being an oath member of IPOB, you cannot do anything in the struggle. You can't contribute anything. In fact, even when Nnamdi Kanu was on Radio Biafra preaching that you don't necessarily have to be an IPOB member to contribute financially. Some don't even want anybody who is not an oath member to contribute their money in the struggle. That was what I found out before joining this struggle. So I decided, having searched Nnamdi Kanu in the spirit, and from the teaching, I decided to join with everything in me to prove them wrong. That you cannot just take oath before you can do something for Biafra, before you can be recognized, before what you are doing can bring fruit for the Biafra restoration. So I decided to start preaching and support 19. Within few months of me joining that Biafra struggle, Nigeria Army, they started running, because I told them that now, first of all, when I started, I focused on Nigeria Army. I told them, I have come to expose you, counter whatever I'm going to be doing. So they thought it was like, every exposition I have done about the Nigeria Army is a verifiable thing. So they started writing Finland government against me. They started writing the Finland ambassador in Nigeria. The informations are there in the internet. It's just that people don't research. Go and search it. You are going to see that Nigeria write Finland, and even one stupid human rights lawyer like that, they wrote Finnish authority and all that about IPOB propaganda in Finland. That time they were calling me IPOB member. Okay, it was the same IPOB people that decided to come out to say I am not a member of IPOB. Why Nigeria government recognized me as IPOB member? So before I took oath in IPOB, Nigeria government recognized me as an IPOB member. Okay, they recognized me as an IPOB member, and I was being treated as an IPOB member. Now, in all these things, as all these things was going on, I joined the Biafra struggle because there is need for Biafrans to leave Nigeria. We are not accepted in Nigeria, and somebody have to do it. Nnamdi Kanu already doing it to support him, and that's what I came to do. Now, after that, I took oath, of which Nnamdi Kanu supervised that oath taking. When I talk about supervising the oath, is that he knows the content of my oath. He was there in that vicinity. He discussed with the person and direct that person to administer that oath.
Please, Master Simon Ekpa.
I spoke to him directly. That was the first time I spoke to Nnamdi Kanu one-on-one after administering the oath. Yes.
We have a little bit internet. It's like it's breaking. Is there anything you can do?
Okay.
Yeah, because we really want to hear everything you are saying, and everybody's interested in what you just said now. And I didn't want to cut the spirit. That's why I allow you to be talking. So hopefully it's going to be okay now.
So should I, why I explain this thing is that you told me to...
No, we need to hear everything you just said. But I'm saying that the internet is breaking and people are like complaining that they can't hear you. That's why I just cut you, because I know the spirit when you are talking. You are not supposed to be interrupted.
So can I do I repeat it?
Yes, you have to repeat. Is it? Can you refresh and then repeat it?
But yeah, you are hearing me now, right?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Oh, let me
Please
refresh.
start from
Let me
when.
refresh.
Start from when. Okay. I would like our Mazi Simon Ekpa to refresh and join back because it's very important. There is a lot of things he was saying, and we need to get that very, very well as we move forward. Yes. Welcome back. Yes,
All right.
very clear now. I think it's better.
Okay,
Please, I want you to start from when you said that as our leader arranged for you to take the oath, and then you were able to speak with our leader directly. Please go ahead.
yes. So so I have been able to with my social media activities and exposition. I was able to prove those people wrong, including those in the IPOB who think that you must take oath before you can preach Biafra. I was able to prove them wrong. Mazinam Kanu recognized me, recognized the job I was doing, and then that time I was not an oath member. So I have been able to, I have done my job then, because the reason why I didn't take oath from the beginning was to prove to them who believe that they are IPOB members, is because when they hear you talking, they say you are not even an oath member. So I have been able to prove to them that you must not be an oath member to do something for Biafra struggle. Okay, now after that, before Mazinam Kanu, before I took oath, Mazinam Kanu was there. Mazinam Kanu supervised that oath. The supervision of the oath is that when somebody is a supervisor, the person look into the content of the oath. The person were briefed and he gave directive of the content of my oath. And then after that, he ordered the person to administer the oath to me. Him and the person was in the same place, in the same house, in the same vicinity. And then after administering the oath, they gave him the phone and I spoke with him. And that was the first time I spoke with him after taking the oath. So anybody that coming to tell you that Simon Ekpa is not an oath member, they are the criminals that do not want Mazinam Kanu to excel and progress in the Biafra struggle. That is it.
Wow, thank you very much. So you said the reason why you joined the struggle is to help continue what Mazinam Kanu believed, that we need to be free as a
to
people.
help him because to help him, because I have seen somebody who have laid the foundation. That is why that is why some of them are very angry. If you look today, you see some of them are even saying stop using Mazinam Kanu, because they know the reason why I joined is to support him, because he has been crying, he has been shouting. I have listened to him. He has been shouting for people, for genuine people to come into the struggle. He has been shouting, and they have been shouting for 100 men. So I decided to bring myself to come and be one of them if I will be accepted. That was the reason why I bring everything in me. And it is not what I did before Mazinam Kanu recognized me is nothing compared to what I'm going to do if Biafra did not come. Let me tell you, you see, it is unfortunate that this thing happened like this, but also I believe that this is divine thing. This thing happened so that, because Mazinam Kanu is not going to stay there forever. He's going to come out one day. Okay, so I believe that this is a divine abduction. That this abduction is completely from God, so that a lot of things will happen, that Biafra will come. So let me also make it very clear that when I started using Mazinam Kanu disciple, Mazinam Kanu was still here with us. He never complained about that. And the reason that I started using the disciple then is to give him that mental support. Is to give him that mental support that he needs. He needs support. So seeing me becoming his disciple publicly without anything and pushing very hard, it will give him mental support. That was what I did. But today, you see some of them, even come to say immediately he was abducted, I become his disciple. But that was not it. That was not true. I've started using disciple, I think even since the beginning of this year or last year or so, before he was kidnapped. So, we need, when he say he need 100 men, that 100 men does not need to come and set up their own movement. When I started the movement, all these people contacted me. All these people you see, all this Mossab, all this Tony Nadi, all of them, they contacted me. They want me to be on their side. And I said, no, I don't want to be on your side because I don't see truth from your side. That is who I am. Tony Nadi, he can, if he is watching, he can, he sent me a lot of messages, a lot of documents. I have said this thing before. And not only that, when I joined, some people were also telling me, say, are you going to set up your own? Are you going, because they see what I'm doing. And that thing I was doing that time is still in me. I have not even touched it. So by the time we finish with these people, we are still going to go back to what I'm doing before. So it is still me. Nothing have changed.
Well, thank you very much for that response to that. I believe that response will clear a lot of things. There is a direct command from our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for you to broadcast on Radio Biafra. And that was spiritual. That command was not just ordinary commandment from our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The reason why I'm asking this question is, do you think that because you have not fulfilled that command because it was spiritual, that is why there is a lot of delay in our freedom and even the release of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and even this confusion in our camp? I want you to talk about that.
Yeah, let me tell you, the reason why they will never allow me to broadcast on Radio Biafra is that they know I can never compromise. Compromise come in different form. There is compromise that has to do with looking face. There is compromise that has to do with collecting money. There is compromise that has to do with protecting interest. There is compromise that has to do with self-interest. Now, there is also the final compromise, which is protected interest compromise. So in me, you can't get all this compromise I have just mentioned here. And the DOS knows this very well. The people in DOS. China Sanworu knows this very, very well. So when the directive come, or when it came from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the barristers, the team, they also told me the message. It came to me directly. And before I went to my page to announce it, I also asked them, do I announce this? Because that time I have no contact to anybody called DOS. Okay, I don't know who they are. So I asked them, do I go ahead and announce this? They said, yes, I should go ahead and announce it. Now, and you may have listened to some of their broadcasters saying that they also blame the legal team. Now, if you blame the legal team, why then do you still fight me for posting it on my page? Because I did not do it on my own. And then also, the reason why I asked the legal team, you cannot blame the legal team as well. The reason why I asked the legal team whether I should announce this, I did not even see any big deal in me announcing that I'm broadcasting on Radio Biafra. People are broadcasting on Radio Biafra. Why is my own different? Because they have seen in me something they did not see in all the broadcasters in Radio Biafra. You understand? And that thing they see is what I call the spirit of uncompromise. The uncompromising spirit is what they see in me. They know that a time is going to come when, if they give me the Radio Biafra to broadcast, I will be talking the way I should talk, the way Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wants me to talk, and I will not listen to them. Now, if that they have found out that it was not my fault, that if the problem is that I went to my page to announce it, okay, what step have they took to solve? Was it supposed to be a big deal? Was it supposed to be a big problem? No. The thing is that it is already a planned something that, first of all, that I should hand over my platform before as a prerequisite requirement to broadcast on Radio Biafra. And what I wanted to do is to shut me up, so that when I begin to talk the way I feel Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should talk, they will change the password to Radio Biafra, and then they will hijack my platform. So I will not have the opportunity to defend myself and prove to Biafrans what is going on. By the time I will build a new platform and come to social media to explain, they must have finished me and blackmailed me to zero. That is what they did to other people. And to me, I am guided by the Spirit. So when you make a move, I already know where you are going. So I did not give my platform to them. Otherwise, if I had done that, believe me, even you will be fighting me by now. I'm serious. Because by the time I will get my balance to come, they have gone far. You can never believe anything I'm saying.
All right, thank you very much. I mean, we have seen several examples to what they have done to people. Prince Darlington is part of them. Rabbi Charles is part of them. I can mention as lost as even the Umuada, Dr. Nelly is part of them. They will not give you access. Immediately they don't like you, they just remove you. They have removed you from the WhatsApp group. It's as simple as that. For the fact they are suspending you from IPOP, it's as simple as that, because they don't want you to speak anymore. They want to blackmail you so that when people listen to you, they say, oh, he's a suspended person. They have expelled him. Don't listen to him. He's a criminal. So we already understand that. And I want you to address, there's a reason why I asked you a question. Why I'm asking this question is that this is a spiritual command from our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that you need to fulfill this. And now, because this has not happened, do you think that it is dangerous to this movement, and it's part of the reason why Biafra, our leader, has not been released unconditionally? Please.
Let me tell you, every directive that came from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the first month, for the second month, the first month going to second month, when he started giving directive, were all spiritual directive. And because those directives were not fulfilled, the spirit of Biafra and the spirit that guides Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is angry. So, and it is the reason why our leader release is not being discussed. Let me tell you, I want to make it very clear today. Since the abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, there has never been one single argument, oral argument, in the court of law in Nigeria to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Are you aware of that? This is the 6th month. As I'm talking to you now, there is no argument in the court of law in Nigeria to, like, we are arguing and say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is guilty, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not guilty, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, bring your evidence if you say he's guilty. So there has never been anything like that. So people should understand this. What they are doing, what Nigeria is doing, is public opinion. There is no justice system in Nigeria. They will throw the thing to the public, and
public trial, media trial,
and they want to hear the public opinion, and then they will work with that. That is why Malami will come and say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is this. Our legal team will come and say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not like this. All these things are happening on social media, not in court. And our legal team will tell Malami, if you have anything against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, bring it to court. But when the court day come, nobody will sit in the court. So, it needed a pressure, it needed a voice that will support our legal team. The fault is not from our legal team. The fault is from a rotten system. You understand? The fault is from the rotten system, because they don't respect the law. So when they don't respect the constitution, they can't respect the legal team. That is what is going on. So it is not like it get to the legal team, it is never their fault. The fault is the system itself. So the system do not recognize the constitution. They don't value the constitution. They don't follow the justice system. There is no justice. There is no fairness. There is no equity. So you don't expect the legal team, the lawyers, to do magic to compel the judge. We must sit here and hear Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case. Do you understand? When judges say we cannot hear this case today, you don't expect the lawyers to go to the this thing and hold her. You must stay here. Let us talk about it. So, and why that is happening is because the Nigeria government has manipulated the DOS through the politicians. And they know that we are powerless. You see, when they see that the people following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is now, divided, and they have been distracted, they are not divided, and there is crisis everywhere, they are going to have a right on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And we cannot allow that to happen. So that particular directive, it was a spiritual one. It was not only my own directive to broadcast on Radio Biafra. It was the directive of other directive given. If that directive had been followed, and Mazi Chike Doziem of the DOS did not sit on that particular directive for weeks, this problem you have now will not be there. But because they violated that directive with impunity, because they are one who did not trust the legal team, because the message was coming from the legal team. So if they have trusted the legal team, Chike Doziem would go online or Radio Biafra the next minute when that message came to announce it. So what is he waiting for? For weeks. For example, the Umweri account. The reason why some of them did not transfer money to Umweri account was as a result of how the DOS handled the issue of Umweri account. So when the message came, Chike Doziem did not believe. I don't know whether he did. I will not speak for him, but he did not announce the account. He wanted to get another confirmation from Onyendu. Why? Because he don't trust Ejiofor. He don't trust Barrister Ejiofor. If he trusts Barrister Ejiofor, why would he tell Barrister Ejiofor to go back and say people are complaining about the Umweri account, the name? Which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu responded to say, even if they use whatever name to open the account, he is okay with it. You understand? It is because he is suspecting at the same time sabotaging Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because if he had carried out that directive without question, it is a command and control. Without question, trust who the legal team are. Trust whatever comes from them. If he has trusted and has carried out that directive, him and Chinas and Woru and the other and some of them, we will not have this problem. Because Madam Oyibo will not have no reason to suspect the DOS. The DOS will not have no reason to suspect anybody. But because of the doubt that the DOS brought from the first place, and as I'm telling you now, some of the directive, Nelly Ofebu you see today, that time was running helter-skelter, asking Chike Doziem to do the job that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu asked him to do. He refused to announce those things for many weeks. And because of that, so many people started withdrawing their support, their financial support from IPOB, because the rumor that they have blocked the other account is already everywhere. So people don't know where to pay their money to. But as that thing was going on, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu already gave a directive for Madam Oyibo to open a new account, which she did. And the information was passed. Now for Chike Doziem to announce that account, he refused to announce it. So, it is the reason why the problem is happening, and it is the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still in DSS dungeon. Because if the unity were there, even with this political solution, we would have supported it with everything in us. And then back it also with a continuous civil disobedience to pressure the political solution to come to fruition. That is not happening. So the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still in DSS dungeon today is the lackadaisical of the DOS and the betrayal of the people in the DOS.
Wow, thank you very much, because this is where I wanted you to stress on, because I also heard you say that there are other commands which our leader even gave, which they have not even executed, which is so dangerous to this movement. Because I'm going somewhere, I'm building this because I'm going there already, because there are so many other commandments which our leader has given, many other commands that our leader has given, and it has not been executed or implemented, and that has caused this delay you just mentioned about the Umeri account, which is even bringing so much of problem even right now. They are still fighting it. They are even what you just said now. Our leader you were supposed to broadcast, and it still have. So there are so many other commands that is still not being implemented, which they are all spiritual, and that is what is causing even this challenge that we are facing at this moment. I really wanted you to stress that. Okay, thank you very much. I just wanted to balance everything as we are talking this thing now. In one of your broadcasts, you said that you know the day that Biafra will be restored. Do you still feel the same way today?
Yes.
Do you still know the day that Biafra will be restored?
I know the day.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'll finish your question.
Okay. Do you still feel the same way? Do you still know the day that Biafra will be restored? And then what do you mean that what you don't know is bigger than you? Please explain.
Thank you very much. You see, I maintain that I know the day Biafra will come. And this is the biggest secret that will continue to torment those who feel that they are in this struggle and they know better than everybody. So I will keep it at this. When you hear them, they will say he knows the day Biafra will come, and why can't his followers? I don't have followers. What I have are people who support the truth. They see that I'm doing something that is truthful and they support the truth, and they are not supporting me because I am not getting anything from it. It is not me. I don't have followers. Rather, I have Biafrans who believe in the truth and who know that I'm following the truth. So they say, why can't he tell his followers, or why can't his followers ask him which date? If I tell you the date so that they will go and sleep. If I tell you the date Biafra will come, what are you going to do with it? I don't need to tell you. The only thing is that I've made it very clear. It is a highly secretive word. So I know the day Biafra will come, and that day I will announce it on my program. And I hope that Mazina will be with us.
Wow, that is very exciting, and there's a reason why I brought that. So can you tell us a little bit? You always say what you don't know is bigger than you.
Exactly. What you don't know is bigger than you is also a very spiritual word. You have heard a lot of people saying Simon Ekpa is nobody in the struggle. Simon Ekpa is nobody, is a small boy, is this and that, and nobody can talk to him. Even when I was talking about Professor Lumumba, they say one of them was saying, who is Simon Ekpa? Is he a DOS member? Is he a principal officer? What makes you believe Mazen Amdekano can give him directive to get Professor Lumumba and all that? And I have challenged them to ask the people that are involved in dealing with legal team and other people that are supposed to know something about legal team, if they said that Mazen Amdekano didn't say anything. I'm waiting for them, for the appropriate authorities within the movement to come out to say it is a lie. I challenge them to come and say it is a lie that Mazen Amdekano did not give directive to get Professor Lumumba. Because what am I going to gain from that? What I'm doing is what is going to help him. And I know that Professor Lumumba, I know the reason why Mazen Amdekano gave the order, the directive to get Professor Lumumba. And I may also be right if I say I may know why they didn't want to use him. But that is the wish of Mazen Amdekano. So when this thing, before I made this Professor Lumumba revolution, I didn't want to say it, but because we were in the same program and somebody striked him, well, what is he doing? Because Mazen Amdekano was abducted in his country. As a human rights activist and all that, what is he doing? So the man feels so, insulted because that person that asked that question don't know what transpired in the secret. Okay? And that is why it is part of what you don't know is bigger than you. You understand? Because if that guy know what has happened, that Professor Lumumba, Mazen Amdekano want him to get involved in the case, I consulted him personally and he accepted, and then at the end of the day, nothing happened. So it is something that happened that nobody knows. Now, another thing is that what you don't know is bigger than you is that when you hear them saying Simon Ekpa is nobody in the struggle, today, I hope you have seen how they are flying with 6 numbers. They say Simon Ekpa collected 5 million from our leader. So how can somebody who is nobody in the struggle collect 5 million from our leader for assignment? Okay, so they should go and of course, whatever assignment Mazinam Dekano give me is between me and him. I'm not going, even if they come today to say he gave me $100,000, $1 million, I'm not going to debunk it. Okay, I'm not going to. I will even accept it. You understand? Let them. I will accept it, and I will give them a assignment. The assignment I'm going to give them is that let those people who were shouting on the internet that Simon Ekpa is nobody, they should go and explain how nobody in the struggle will be receiving 5 million for an assignment from our leader. So it is either it is to show that those people are just liars, blackmailers, and criminals who are already nosediving and sinking, and they are doing everything possible to to do like a dying horse. Okay, because they need to explain to their followers and their Biafrans, the person they say he is nobody in the Biafra struggle, why would Mazinam Dekano give assignment of 5 million to him? And I have also seen where they say $50,000 for social media app. Okay, nobody, not even one tenkobo of IPOB, have entered into that social media app. Everything was done by my own personal money, and it is in the name of Mazinam Dekano. And today you see that they are also sabotaging that particular project, because it is Mazinam Dekano that is going to launch it, and he is going to be the one launching it. But today, some of them are already sharing the name of that particular social media app. It is a sabotage against Mazinam Dekano already. And these are the people who are the media of IPOB. And they say Mazinam Dekano gave me $50,000 to do app.
I like it. I like it. The question is very good. Thank you very much for this. Let us now come home. What do you know about Mazinam Dekano kidnapped from Kenya? Do you think that he was betrayed by people that he so much trust? And if so, is that the reason why there is no investigation about his kidnap even after 6 months from even the people that he trusted so much?
Let me tell you, what I have come to know now is that, a lot of people don't know what is betrayal. Okay? Betrayal comes in different ways. Now, when Mazinam Dekano the news broke that he was kidnapped, the first question that comes to my mind was, who was involved? Like, who knew that he went to Kenya? That was the first question that came to my mind. One thing about this life is that somebody like me, when I'm doing something, I don't want to accuse people when I don't have proof. Okay? When the news broke out, I was just interested in knowing who knew that he was in Kenya, and who knew that he had a problem and he didn't, or the person did not say it. Of course, from what has happened and what is available in public, it is that some certain people knew that he was kidnapped or that he had a problem. And Canon Takano, the brother, is one, the secretary is two. So at least in all this explanation, we are yet to hear another third party, apart from these two persons who knew that he had a problem in Kenya. And it is not only coming from the source of the DOS. We also have a channel where we get our own information. Now, the question people should be asking is, why would the people who have knowledge about that Mazinam Dekano has problem and they did not raise alarm? Okay, that is the question everybody should be asking. There, Canon Takano and the secretary may have their own reason why they did not raise alarm, because you never can tell. So I have read from somewhere where somebody say if they have raised alarm, they would have killed Mazinam Dekano, but that is not true. That is not true, because there is no reason where with what happened, it doesn't make sense at all. that when there is alarm, they are going to kill him. Okay, so okay, now if it is about that there is alarm, they are going to kill him, what happened to the people in the leadership? What happened to the DOS when DOS invited the Kanonta to give whether he know anything about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? So why didn't he brief them that he has been kidnapped, and but let us not tell it to the public? If it is about that there is alarm, they are going to kill him, so that the DOS, with whatever they have, can go to work to see what we can do secretly to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not extraordinary addition to Nigeria, because we would have succeeded. Okay, we would have succeeded. That is the mistake. So if anybody is going to blame anybody for sabotage or betrayal, it is those who have knowledge about the problem and they didn't make it public. And if somebody like me have knowledge that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in Kenya and he had this kind of problem, I don't listen to nobody. I will blow the trumpet, because I will first of all assess the possibility of him getting killed if I blow the trumpet, and the possibility of him being alive and prevented from going to Nigeria. If so, I will weigh the two. And some people with this is where intelligence comes in. This is where mental toughness comes in. This leadership, this movement require people with mental toughness. That is lacking completely in the US. It is the same mental toughness that we are lacking now in imposing economic sanctions, in applying the civil disobedience and all that. It is the same mental toughness, because they think that when you embark on civil disobedience, they call you terrorist. That does not make sense to me. The same mental toughness needed to save Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya was that if they have that mental toughness, they would have weighed the security risk and blow the trumpet. And we are going to follow it. Everybody will go to Kenya. We'll make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released, because now you hear that they say they have video footage of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's. So how can we have the video footage and we are still afraid that somebody is going to kill him? You know, there are a lot of things that I don't want to make public here, because the case is still on. That's why I said when they abducted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I said what I'm going to do to Fulanis is that I am going to be doing you they look me and they look you, until they bring charges against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I'm still doing it. And they look you, you they look me. The only thing I'm making public is something I know that can help the case, especially getting legal teams and all that.
Thank you very much. I could have asked you a specific question, but just because you said there are things you don't want to make public, I'm just going to leave it there.
No, you can ask. You can ask, because you never can know. You may,
okay.
Please
let me find out from you. How many more minutes do you have to spend with me?
I can spend another 15 minutes with you.
15 minutes?
15.
Oh my God, we have not started. Okay. Thank you very much. Let's go to the economic sanctions.
Yeah.
You said the economic sanction is very important to mount pressure on the government of Nigeria for them to release our leader, to show how valuable our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is to us.
Yes.
And my question is, how can it be effective when you know that even the Agboros who do the collection are like they are loyal to their masters that give them that job, number one, and number two, that if the government of Nigeria do not receive these monies, these levies or revenue, that they may possibly burn down those shops and maybe bar the market from people entering the market. And then you also make mention of approaching South Korea and other enemy states, for us to help to push the Biafra restoration. Please, can you say something about that?
Thank you very much. Let me start from the economic sanction. The economic sanction is that we are not sanctioning the people paying the revenue. Okay, we are sanctioning the people collecting it. It is a strategy. It's a strategy that this may not even be the best way. Now, the idea has been thrown to the public. Okay, so it is not a must that we must implement that sanction from the angle I am coming, or from the context I am explaining it now. You can also, somebody can also come up with a better idea of how to implement it. But the most important thing is that we are not targeting the people that are paying the revenue. We are targeting the collectors. So we need to let the collectors to stop to collect the revenue. And, you know, because I know that Nigeria, they don't have this kind of electronic system where, you know, everything goes by electronic and all that. So they collect cash. They sell everything in cash and they pay cash. So there are revenue collectors that are coming to their shops and all that, and they are collecting that money. But of course, those paying revenue in bank, I don't know. So these are the things that we need to investigate. You know, how the most of the revenue are being generated. Is it through bank transfer? Is it through cash? At least I know that workers, we are not talking about the civil servant now, because civil servant, they get their own money directly, they cut it directly from their salary. So that is a no-go area. But remember that economic sanction is being also placed when we cut the civil servant own is this sit at home. You understand? The sit at home is the price the government pays for the civil servant. Now, we need to go to the traders now and the business people. So those traders and business people, we need to know which of them are paying cash, are collecting cash and giving receipt and all that. So these are where the area we need to channel our energy to make sure that we stop those collecting that revenue. And we need to let them understand, the Agboros understand that this is for their own good as well. Because if Biafra is good, you can't be doing Agboro work. If we, by the time we get Biafra, we don't have to see anybody doing Agboro work. Everybody will be gainfully employed and you have a respectable job. Okay, so it is for their own good. Then, as we continue to place the economic sanction, we have to also look at the disadvantage, which is whether the Agboros are going to turn into crime. No, they are not going to turn into crime. After all, are we not fighting? This is the problem. Because when we talk about economic sanction, people are always looking at how are we going to survive. It is all about food. The something is going to happen in IPOB. It is all about money. The reason they are attacking Ekpa is that Ekpa is receiving super chat. It is all about money. Money everywhere. The same thing is happening in Biafra land. So we need to understand.
Wow, we lost Simon Ekpa there. Mazi Simon Ekpa, we can't hear you. If you can join back in. Hello, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Okay. We can't hear Mazi Simon Ekpa again. So I don't know. We can't hear Mazi Simon Ekpa. Hopefully he's going to come back. I think the network is actually a disturbance. We have not actually go to the second phase of this interview, which is the unification of our people. I was looking at the preambles so that we can go to the main topic of the day, the unification of our people. And I think the network is bad, and they have kicked out Mazi Simon Ekpa. What is going on? What is going on here? I'm still waiting for Mazi Simon Ekpa to join us again. And I believe it's because of maybe Simon Ekpa don't have much chance. You know, that's why he said we are going to be ending very soon.
Oh,
yeah?
I know my blood.
Yes. Okay, I think Simon Ekpa is back. Let me bring him back, please. Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. So where did I stop?
We're still talking. Yeah. Yes, we are talking about the economic sanction. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, the economic sanction is very, very important. You were trying to explain the revenue collection and then the sit at home. At least this is Please, if you can continue in that expansion.
Yes. So like I was saying, we need to stop the collectors from collecting it, collecting the revenue, not the people that are paying the revenue, because we know how the Nigeria work, and of course, like I said, it is something that we need to now assess, to figure out the best way to implement it. But the key to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now lies on civil disobedience and economic sanction. And this civil disobedience is including the sit at home and then the ban of revenue in Biafra land. Once I do that, believe me, before God and man, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released.
Wow, thank you very much for the answer to that question. I just want to ask you, because we are talking about the unification of our people, because that will be the next phase. But the reason why I'm doing this, just to clarify some things, because what happened is that after people understand the situation, the unification will be so easily, and that is why I'm just trying to lay this foundation. That's why I'm asking this question. But there's this one question that is still pending. In several times you have said that you trust the legal counsel. I will say, why do you say so? One, based on the fact that they are yet to release the CCTV recordings of our leader, that would have answered all the questions that we are even asking. And then why did they refuse Bruce Fein from meeting our leader? And then why did they also refuse Professor Mulumba from joining the legal team? If you can answer that question, please.
All right, thank you very much. I trust legal team, and I trust Ejiofor. The reason why I say I trust Ejiofor, and the reason to answer the question you asked, is that the issue of releasing the CCTV is not cannot be translated or interpreted to be an issue of trust. It is the legal technicalities that people that are handling the case have to make a decision whether releasing the CCTV camera will interfere with the proceeding of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or not. So of course it is their own mind. You can't say they are wrong if they are thinking like this. Okay, we are outside the case. We see things differently. I have demanded that it is good to release the CCTV camera for the world to see how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was treated if actually we have the CCTV camera. Now, they may have their own opinion and reason why they feel they may not release it. And that has nothing to do with trust. That's number one. So it can be because of the legal technicalities in releasing it, so they may understand it in a different way than me. Okay, that is why you go to court. If there is any case that is straightforward, you don't go to court. So you go to court because cases are always two-sided. You understand? This one we see it in this way, the other one we see it in that way. That is why people go to court. So now, if I am demanding that the CCTV camera be released because it will help the case, they may also see in a different way, and that's why you have lawyers defending both sides, because this lawyer believes in this one and that lawyer believes in that one. So that does not mean that we cannot trust them if they refuse to release it, because they may have their reason, like I said, is opinion. Now, the issue of Lumumba, also it has nothing to do with Barrister Ejiofor and maybe the legal team. And that was the reason why I played the interview of Barrister Ejiofor, when Barrister Ejiofor explained that the sibling of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu called him and asked him to put Ojus Okalo. So I want Biafrans to understand that if Barrister Ejiofor actually have, if Barrister Ejiofor, if they are not controlling and compelling him to do a lot of things, you find out that the way he responded and addressed the issue of Ojus Okalo should raise a very serious concern to everybody. You understand? It shows that some people are controlling what is happening. That is why I said most of the order coming after the original order and we are all manipulated. You understand? Because Barrister Ejiofor told them that this particular Ojos Okalu issue is too prompt, that, you know, they should have briefed Onyendo and all that. It is too sudden. But they say he must put his name there, which means Barrister Ejiofor have no say. Remember that Barrister Ejiofor is working as a hired legal team, legal person, representing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So he sees the people who hired him as their client. You understand? So he will do what they ask him to do. And remember that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in a situation where sometimes, you know, what they tell him is what he do. You understand? No matter how strong he is, he will listen to some advice. That is where the problem is coming from. So if you listen to the exposition I did on that particular interview, you will find out that the legal team are also in a very tight corner, that they are being manipulated and controlled by those who who think that they are the one saying who will come to the team and
who are these people, please?
For example, Canon Takano and the brother, and then the DOS, because they are working together, as you can see. So now, when this issue of Lumumba came on board, I communicated with the legal team about it, and they have knowledge about it. In fact, Barrister Ejiofor, at a point when I told him that they have not contacted this man, he was so angry. Like, are you serious? You know. So he said, okay, he's going to get back to me. So which means him also understand the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu want Professor Lumumba to get involved in the Kenya case. Okay. Now, at the end of the day, you know, then nothing happened. You know, at a point, you remember that the broadcaster started making out that now they have caught the communication, that the legal team is not in contact with Simon Ekpa, that, you know, so it was only about fighting me in the expense of the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Do you understand? And I want Biafrans to understand that the DOS, they prefer to fight me in the expense of releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So they are now making out that Simon Ekpa is not getting a message anymore, and he's not communicating with legal team, he's not communicating with this, he's not communicating with that. So for that reason, they are very, very happy with that. Now, until today, Professor Lumumba was not consulted, and that was a betrayal of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because he knows the reason why he wanted Professor Lumumba.
Okay, thank you very much. You have mentioned that Kanunta and the other siblings are part of the people that are interfering in the activities of the legal counsel. And
of course, part of the legal team have knowledge about this.
Okay, so they are aware of this. All right. My question could have been, do you not think that is also posing a danger to the life of our leader? Because as we know that these people are also the one visiting our leader in the DSS custody, even asking the enemies of our leader to visit our leader in the DSS custody. That is a big danger. Is there anything that can be done? Is there anything that can be done? Because the life of our leader is very much important to us.
Remember that. Let me also say it here. Remember that when Ojos Okalu visited him, I was the first person to come out and shout. You understand? That is to prove to you that I take things from his heart. I was the first person that come out boldly to shout about Ojos Okalu. Now, the question every Biafra must ask themselves is that, what if after I have shouted that about Ojos Okalu and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release a memo to praise him? That is to show you that, you know, it was a risk, right? Because that would have been a very big bomb.
Blow on yourself. Yes.
A very big blow. You understand? If, you know, that is to show you how, you know, I am I trust my spirit. Because I did not communicate with them. And the people that are saying they are not communicating with me, it is always when I do something, something will happen. When I talk about something, something will happen. And they are still shouting, nobody is communicating me. Some of them even say that I get the information from the DSS, that I'm working with DSS. Okay? So when I come to condemn Ojos Okalu, if that another statement came contrary to what I have done, it will be a very big disaster. But I know that it will not happen. And if that happened, my spirit will still tell me that something is not all right. Okay? So, so you can imagine where the sibling is, they are bringing somebody like Ojos Okalu to go and visit their brother, and they don't know that their brother will not want to see this man, and they don't know that this man have evil agenda against their brother. You don't see that it is very, very incongruous. It is me that is an outsider that have not spent years with this man, know what he want and what he don't want. Doesn't that, isn't that an interesting thing? It's very, very mysterious, right?
Yes, exactly. I mean, everybody can see a lot of things that is going on. The next question I will ask you is the question of the North Korea. I think I made
yes, the North Korea, the North Korea is in the pipeline.
Thank you very much. Let us focus on the unification of our people, because I think that is very, very necessary for
now,
the quest.
Let me address it. The unification of our people start from kicking out criminals in IPOB. In IPOB leadership. Let me tell you, the reason why we have not united very strongly in our region is because of the criminality in this leadership. And of course, let me tell you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knows, but the point is that there is nobody to support him. He needs people to support him, to get the right people to work with. So once we get people with the right thinking, sincerity, people with genuine heart, people that are very open like him to bring people together, believe me, everybody will come together, because with this present DOS now, these are the people that are constituting nuisance, and they are misrepresenting this struggle. And with the kind of people you see today, people are scared to join the struggle for Biafra. Even those who have joined it, they are having a second thought that until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out, they will come back and join. Okay? Now, let me tell you how it is going to work. You can imagine when they will tell you they pressure Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to recognize Simon Ekpa. This one I have seen so many people telling me how they pressurize Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to recognize me, but that is not the case. If you pressure Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to recognize me, why are you then fighting me now when I have not actually changed from what I was doing that made you to ask Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to recognize me? Does that make sense? Because I have not deviated. Okay? So why are they fighting me when I have not changed from what I was doing when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu recognized me? Immediately they abducted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they started fighting me. Okay? Now let me tell you the reason why if we kick all these people out, all these criminals, and begin to fight this particular restoration of Biafra with the ideology of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which is everybody is welcome. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is even recognizing Yoruba people. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is recognizing even Hausa people. You understand? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu want the World Igbo Congress work with Igbo Congress. I was working with World Igbo Congress in addition with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, two of us. Do you know what this the current DOS did? They insulted the World Igbo Congress. They said they told World Igbo Congress that they are terrorists, that they cannot join them to protest to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Can you believe that? So what they do? So how can you think that World Igbo Congress will come and work with people like that? So we need people that will stand on the truth like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and that will bring the unification. Because when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is there, things work differently. Things work. Did you not notice it?
Yes, I noticed it very, very well.
Exactly. So once we get people that follow the ideology of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, not the people that when he is not there, they do something different. When he is there, they pretend, because that is what is happening now. So in the absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they bring their criminality and their criminal color. But in his present, they pretend. And even as they are pretending, they are secretly and indirectly suppressing whatever Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whatever the move Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing. So we need to, this is the opportunity for Biafrans to rise up and prove Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that, yes, he can have more than 100 men to restore Biafra. And once that 100 men is on board and take over the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come and appoint them to take over the leadership of IPOB, believe me, people will fall in. You will see people, those who are hanging by the fence and contributing money will not only contribute their money, they will bring their idea and intellectual. I am telling you.
Yes. And that is very, very true, because my next question will be, we have already started talking about these things, and we have started talking about these criminals, and we are exposing them. What are we still waiting for in terms of, we have already seen the criminals. Our people really want freedom. They are eager. They want to sit at home. They want to do things. But because of this criminal, they are, calming them down and everything. And must everybody be an IPOB member for us to have Biafra?
That is what I was able to prove to everybody before taking the oath. I have proven to that in the charge, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu struggle, you don't have to be IPOB member to fight for Biafra and even work with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. As I'm talking to you today, let me just review one secret here. As I'm talking to you today, the people that are making things happen now, some of them are not even oath members. And they know what, and they know, as they are listening to me, they know what I'm saying.
Please, can you repeat that again?
I said that some of the people that are making things happen now for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are not oath member of IPOB.
Thank you very much for that. I heard you very, very well. That some of the people making things happen, they are not even old members, and that is where the issue is.
For the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today, they are not old member of IPOB. And let me also make another point here, that the DOS have nothing to offer.
You have made that point, and that is why I'm talking about the unification of our people. As long as I'm concerned, we have already eliminated the criminals and people that is delaying us. We want our people to have freedom, and these people are ready. And I've been listening to
let me also say one thing. Let me also say one thing, because I know when I make this point now, they will begin to shout on the social media. Even those who call themselves, the Ali and whatever, they don't know what I am saying now.
Sorry, what do you mean?
I mean that when I say that even non-IPOB members are the one making things to happen for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, those who call themselves e-warriors, they don't know what I'm saying now. They don't know why I said that. They don't know what I mean by that.
Yes, very, very good. And that is where I'm going right now. Our people want freedom. And Dr. Ayaba of Ambazonian have been making effort to reach out to the leadership, because I think that is where the issue is, that Dr. Ayaba has been making effort to reach us. Do you think that Dr. Ayaba is also vital, since he has experience in helping us to do what we need to do for our freedom? What do you have to say about that?
That is what to confirm what I'm saying now. These people are disconnecting everything that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu connected. They are disconnecting everything. You can imagine Ayaba, Dr. Ayaba, looking for a way to connect, when actually we know the day that this unification and this alliance was built, it was history. How can Dr. Ayaba be saying, I have been looking for a way to connect with the leadership? So it is not different from what I have just told you about the World Igbo Congress. These people, these guys are disconnecting, destroying everything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu built.
Yes, thank you very much for that. And I'm trying to make you to say this, but I know you're kind of resistant to say, because I'm like, since we have known all these things, we should not.
Are you there?
Hello, can you hear me? Oh, Master Simon Ekpa is not here. Oh my God. Oh, okay. I think the network was disturbing. This is where this conversation is getting more interesting right now. And oh my God.
I don't know why, but
yes,
okay, so
they want to distract us, but we are here. Yes.
Can you one last question because my time is up?
Yes.
You can reschedule this particular. This is Christmas, so reschedule something so we can continue from where we stop. Because I am ready to address any question at all.
Yes, please. I would like to reschedule because we have a lot of things that I wanted to ask, and I would like to reschedule this. But I want you to answer this one because you said that they are disconnecting everything that our leader has built and everything that's supposed to lead us to where we are going. So my question is, can we have a way of reconnecting and making sure that we still achieve our freedom?
Yes, that is a way. Of course, that is what we are doing now. Coming out to speak truth is the way to reconnect. And the reason why you have seen that, for example, the Unit 3 in South Africa, and then calling other units all over the world to stand by the truth of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So that as we are doing that, we are getting reconnected to those people that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu connected before he had problems. So it is the part of what we are doing now.
Thank you very much. I know you are in a hurry now. Let me allow Dr. Nelly to say something before we go. Please, Dr. Nelly, go ahead.
Yes. Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you very well. Go ahead, please.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. I wanted to say this before Simon left. Simon was saying something about the rumor they are spreading that our leader gave him $50,000 US.
Yes.
So as soon as I heard that, that reminded me about something that happened.
Yes.
So I'm going to say it quickly because he doesn't have time.
Yes.
So I usually I do an audit of the Umeri account. Before it became Umeri account, it was the ESN account.
Yes.
I do a monthly audit of that account. So during one of the audits, I saw that $20,000 was given to Caroline Okorafo, the so-called secretary. So I found out there was $20,000 given to her. So now I asked the treasurer, can I have the receipt for the $20,000? What was it used for? She explained to me that it was given to Caroline Okorafo. That Caroline Okorafo said that she was working on a project, on a big project with Mazi Simon Ekpa. So I told the treasurer, please tell her to send me the receipt. If she made a payment to Simon, I need to see the payment transaction. I needed to see how the money was sent to Simon and how the money was spent because I needed to complete the audit for the month. So the receipt didn't come. She didn't provide the receipt. So Simon didn't know, have not said this to him. So I called Simon. I said, there's a project that you're working on with our leader. Simon didn't quite understand. I asked him, is that a project that you're working on about a software for our people? He said, yes. I said, how much money have you received? He said he has not received any money. I said, no, how much? Like, is there any money that was given to you towards the project? Simon said nothing was given to him. And I didn't want to disclose anything to Simon because I have not spoken to our leader about it.
Wow. So
I asked him again. I said, okay, if you ever receive any money from the project, please let me know. He said, okay, he would. Then at another time, I called Simon again. I said, the project that you guys are working on, how far? He said that everything is progressive. I said, how much have you received from IPOB or from our leader? Or from? He said he has not received a dime. So I kept it at that. And I told the treasurer, please ask Caroline Okorafo Tell her that I still need to see the receipt for the $20,000 that she took that was given to her. Instead of providing the receipt, she provided pictures of radio phones, radio messages that she claimed she bought with 20,000. She didn't provide any receipt. But this story is aside. I'm just gonna go straight to the point. So she never provided the a receipt for the $20. She said they were working on some kind of app with Marty Simon Ekpa. Never, even up to today. I'm still requesting for that receipt. I didn't see the receipt. That's part of the audit that I did in that account. Then, on another occasion, Madam Bridget did a fundraising for ESN. And when the money was transferred into the ESN account, I noticed there's a discrepancy of $30,000. So I asked the treasurer, look at the amount that was received from the fundraising. This amount was paid in to that account, the women account. But this is the amount that was transferred, which means there's a shortage of $30,000. So the treasurer explained to me that Madam Bridget said that the $30,000 was given to Caroline Okafor for a project.
Okay.
That it was given to Caroline Okafor for a project. So, and then I asked the treasurer, why would Madam Bridget give $30,000 to Nayanya and Caroline Okafor for a project? The treasurer said he doesn't know. That our leader, that Madam Bridget said that our leader, Mazin Nandikano, said it was okay to give Caroline the $30,000. So she is lying to our leader that the $30,000 was for a project with Simon Ekpa. She also lied to our leader that $20,000 was for a project with Simon Ekpa. But when I called Simon didn't receive a dime. And when Madam Bridget did a fundraising, Caroline told our leader that she needed $30,000 for the project. So I'm gonna leave this for Madam Bridget to explain when the
So that is a total of 50K that has gone missing.
50K. That's why I was like so shocked when I heard Simon say 50K. So when you talk about the 20,000 that Caroline took from the ESN account and the 30,000 that she took from Madam Bridget's fundraising,
yes,
that is $50,000. And this $50,000 is ESN money.
Wow.
And she claims she gave it to Simon. Now on this show, Simon still has not received a dime. But Caroline collected $50,000, a total of $50,000 for the app, for the Biafra app. There's so much money she stole from our ESN account, but I'm not going to go into details right now. But I just want to let you know that during my audit investigation, I found out there was a discrepancy of $20,000. And when I I asked for the receipt. Caroline Okafor, aka Madam Secretary, has not provided the receipt up until today. Then
Thank you.
She also manipulated Madam Bridget, took $30,000, saying that they are working on the project. And then that's making it $50,000 that I just said about right now. That's what I wanted to say before Mr. Simon leaves. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for calling in for that clarification. I hope this clip should be cut out. And then what I'm saying right now, Mazi Simon, I know you're going to say something. So already 50K has been disbursed, used, and they're already mounting allegation on Mazi Simon Ekpa when he has not even received the money yet. This is terrible. Oh. Yes. The Iraq, where are thou?
Well,
Simon.
Yes. Well, Nsima, like I said, everything I have done is with my own money. With my own money. No money from anywhere have entered the project of that social media platform. No money from anybody has entered there. It's my own personal money, and I'm doing it because of the love I have for the struggle, and then also to support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to move things forward. That's by the way. Now let me tell you, the reason why I refuse, the reason why I refuse to hand over my platform to them, in addition to what I have seen in the spirit, was project. Because they don't know what I had with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They don't know. Whether he briefed them, I don't know. But so that is part of what you don't know is bigger than you. So I will make it very clear. Nobody have paid me any money from IPOB for any project of like that. this social media project. It is my money, 120% my Mazin Abdikano. And he will be the one that will launch that social media. And let me tell you, my investment money is there, hanging, and it will continue to hang like that until he comes out and launch it himself. And then that is number one. That is number one. Number two is that every other project, there's every other assignment, they say the Mazinam Dikanu gave me. I am even, like I said, even this one, the Nelly of Ekpa explained, I said, and explained to those, they have said, Simon Ekpa is nobody in the struggle, and they are giving him a project and assignment in the first place. So what I have come to do is to help Mazinam Dikanu the way I can. And I know that a lot of people are still hanging by the fence, waiting to come in to help Mazinam Dikanu and achieve Biafra. And we're going to achieve Biafra. And then also, I'm not going to, because what Nelly just said now is something that what you don't know is bigger than you. Because I did not know this one before. But nobody gave me 50,000. All right.
Master Simon Ekpa, I would like you, because you don't have any time, I would like you to let you go. But I know that just you hearing about this, if it's me, I would have been so angry. Now I understand the reason why they're attacking you, because they don't want people to know what they have used your name to do that people don't even know already yet.
Yes.
And they're already accusing you when you have not even touched the money yet. That goes back to the first question I asked you, because you said that you know the day that Biafra will come. So I will still ask you, what if Biafra has been sold without you knowing? What will you do about that?
No, Biafra, let me tell you, Biafra cannot be sold by a man. That man, they have not given birth to him. Let me tell you, the people that will follow Mazinam Dikano to Biafra will be more brutal than what you have seen today if Biafra did not come. So I have not, the person I have not been given birth to that will sell Biafra. All these things you see they do today, they do now, is not going to last. It's not going to last. Do you know how Mazinam Dikano started? Go and check the history now. So, nobody will stop Biafra from coming. Like Mazinam Dikano say, he's going to be the last miracle on earth. Let's see about that. But nobody will stop Biafra from coming. Biafra is a moving train. The people will go in, people will drop, the train will move until get to the destination.
Wow. I will let me allow you to say your last word. So that our people will know, because people need to hear this hope, because they need to know this thing. Now, our people should understand that there is hope and Biafra is here. And I want your last word to focus on this, because that is the worry of everybody. After they have seen that DOS they have sold the struggle, they are part of criminals, they are part of the problem, and now people are like, oh, they have lost their hope. What is your word to these people, even as you give your last word, please? Go ahead.
My word to Biafrans is to stay very strong. This is a temptation that have come, or I would say a trial. We are in a trial period. It does not matter what anybody does. What I have to tell Biafra is to open their eyes and shine their eyes. Judge those, assess those who have come to destroy the struggle. We may join the struggle yesterday. It is not how long, it is not how far, but it is how well. Everybody should hang on. There is going to be a new dimension, and it is going to come just like every other person will never expect. I want to address something as well. Those who say, for example, when Nelly of Ekpa is mentioning Idu, I said I'm not going to address the Idu. So long as she still regard Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as her leader, I don't have a leader. Have you not seen that Nelly Ofebu will always an asset recovery person with what is going on? So all those criminals in the leadership, every little thing somebody say, they will twist it and use it to blackmail the person. So we are still fighting for one thing, which is getting our referendum and getting our freedom. So what becomes the freedom is what we don't know yet. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hopefully, I'll be able to reschedule with you. I know you have a tight schedule. This is a festive period. I want to say thank you very much, Mazi Simon Ekpa, for coming. We so much appreciate you. And I want to tell you that we love you. I love you. And many other people love you for the good job they are doing. And you continue to do it. We are here. And we must make sure that we protect and defend our land. Simple and short. Thank you very much, Simon Ekpa, for coming. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
This is a wonderful interview from our beloved Simon and Isima. This is a great move together with Dr. Nelly. Hope you enjoyed this interview. If you have any question, do well to drop it in the comment section. Thank you so dearly for always supporting this channel. I really do appreciate. Do well to like this video, share and subscribe if you haven't. In case you don't know this voice that is talking, or you are coming across this channel for the first time, I still remain your one and only AGATHA Progress, bringing it to you live and direct. See you when I see you. For now, a very merry, beautiful Christmas to you all. Remain blessed.